Yeah, I usually just add it in.
I watched the second Suicide Squad movie today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did you watch it?
Yeah, of course. I watched it when it first came out. I have HBO Max,
Oh,
yo. I
yeah,
subscribe
I
to
liked it.
HBO. I subscribe to the box office, the home box office. It's the best network that's ever existed, and I don't want to hear any arguments from anybody. Fuck
Nah,
Showtime.
hook me
Fuck
up with your phone
Stars.
number.
What?
Nah, hook me up with your profile. Let me get some of that HBO Max action.
HBO Max is so good, you just need to pay for it yourself, all right?
Fair enough. I didn't want to get it though, so I can watch Doom Squad again and maybe Teen Titans. But I wish they could take Cyborg from Doom Squad and just throw him with the Teen Titans show. Because like,
You mean from Doom
I
Patrol?
don't know. Yeah, yeah. Cyborg from Doom Patrol. Take him and throw him to the Teen Titans show. Because like, I don't know. He's a good person and everything, but he just don't fit.
I'm not caught up on the new season of Titans, but I got enough fucking characters as it is. If anything, one of them should go over to Doom Patrol or something. You know, because the universes are connected. Because the Doom Patrol was in one of the episodes of Titans, and that's what kind of
Yeah,
sets up the Doom Patrol
yeah. Beast
show.
Boy was new the Doom Patrol. That's the connection.
Yeah, yeah,
But
but in the show you actually see them, like in the Titan show. I think the name of the
yeah,
episode is actually called Doom Patrol.
yeah. They all mean shit. Yeah, I remember that episode. That was a good episode.
Yeah, I gotta watch the new season.
Yeah, I saw the trailer to the new season. Times things like Red Hood make their appearance. Batman's gone. Fucking blah blah blah. They make this run shit. Doing dope ass Jason Todd Red Hood shit. I would suppose. He's not shooting people in the fucking head.
Yeah, what is he even doing at that point?
It's like he's trying to take over the city or something. You know, classic villain shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course.
Man, it was, nah, I don't want to talk about anything serious.
What were you gonna say?
That trial with that 17-year-old kid that had a rifle and like I think killed a couple people or something during those riots. He was one of the people that got
Oh, you're talking
by the
about that
cop.
that Rittenhouse dude?
I don't know his name, but that's probably it.
Yeah, I think so. It's like Kyle Rittenhouse or something.
Yeah, he's like young as shit. His trial's going on, and it's all the news right now. Been for the past 3 days. How about when you decide to be a fucking hero and get yourself a gun and then start shooting people for the sake of this country and its rights? You just get 10 to 20.
You know, it's like the whole thing, like the whole gun debate debacle is kind of strange because, like, I get the self defense side, but that should only apply if you're somewhere in or around your property. You know, like your car, your house, your garage, your condo, what the fuck, whatever you live in or work out of, or not even work out of, but like, you know what I'm saying? Places where you hang out a lot. Like,
Yeah,
but
how come every
like,
time someone shoots somebody, they always call self-defense? Like that motherfucker was the only one with a gun in a crowd in a cold crowd of unarmed people, just like, and he's just like, well, I had to protect myself.
yeah, like he's
Their
like,
guns
it's,
right
that's what
there.
I'm saying. It's strange because he did something to provoke a reaction out of somebody. And once that reaction happened, he reacted with deadly force and then was like, oh, well, self defense. But it doesn't really make sense because it's not self defense when you bring a weapon to public and then use it on somebody. How could that be construed as self defense? It doesn't really make much sense in my mind. And I'm not against guns or anything. Like I'm all for guns, but if you took one out and fired on somebody in public, in any how in any way could you claim self-defense? I could see it if you're in your house and you shoot somebody, then like yeah, that somebody's in your house, like that's self-defense. Somebody's trying to fucking, do something. But I don't know, it's strange. We live in a weird country. I think we're just so numb and used to it that we're just like, yeah, this is just one side says self-defense, the other side says racism, and then there's a
Oh
bunch of
shit!
us in the middle.
Oh shit! It's that trial going on, and then the trial with that dude that fucking shoved his thumb up some girl's asses and said, "Don't worry, it's a standard procedure." Like, that fucking creep. That fucking
Is that really something that you heard about? Or are you just like kind of generalizing that?
that doctor dude that fucking touched all them gymnastic girls.
That's going. I thought that trial already happened like years ago.
I could have just not been paying attention to the news, right? But I did see like the trial going on with that dude talking and shit and all the girls and whatnot. And oh, you know what? It was. Never mind. That was in the news. I watched it on some show. Yeah, that was like a few years ago.
Well, there's a documentary about it called Athlete A. That's a really interesting documentary. It's really super fucked up, but like it's definitely. I guess interesting is the wrong word. That's kind of a dumb thing to say about anything, but like it's fucked up, but it's also um,
But it's also
like
like,
crazy to
were they
think.
better at gymnastics because of it?
No, no, that's not. That wasn't what was being argued at all. The fucked up thing is that like there were they like the parents and the athletes and the people involved weren't really smart enough to like because the defense of that doctor was basically like, oh, I'm doing this to stretch their muscles, like this is what I got to do, I'm just doing doctor shit, it just looks like I'm fingering them, right? And like all the other people and even some of the parents were like kind of buying that. They were kind of like, oh, it's doctor stuff. But then I think after a while, of course, after so many people started finding out, then it was like, okay, no, that is not doctor stuff. You should never have to if you're a physical therapist or whatever the fuck he was, or just a a just a doctor in general, you would never need to do like you would never need to put your fingers in a woman's vagina to do anything unless you're a gynecologist and checking for something like up there, you know. But like,
Even then, they use like tools for that.
no, I think they. I don't. I mean, I don't know, but I think sometimes they have to actually like get in there
Yeah,
and
if they need
feel
a
shit.
finger temperature or something, but
It's the same thing like getting a fucking physical exam. When the doctor always touches your balls, like he has to physically touch them with his hands to like feel for shit. You know?
yeah. So you're saying like a doctor needs to physically root around inside and feel around and it's like okay, normal.
Yeah.
Well, that's what like a pap smear is for.
Well, I don't know. Actually, I'm not a woman. I've never. I don't know. I have a girlfriend, but I don't know. I've never really asked the details.
Wake her up. Ask her what a pap smear is.
I think they do use tools on a pap smear because I remember her saying, my girlfriend. I remember her saying that they used like they put something inside of her that was like cold and like surprising, you know. But it was like a tool of some
Cold
sort.
and surprising. Is that the fucking word you use?
That's the word I use. I don't know if that's necessarily the word she used, but that's how I
Cold and
translated.
surprising. Yeah, I suppose it's accurate. If I would describe that when somebody puts an ice cube down my back, cold and surprising.
Yeah, I would imagine the pap smear is probably a lot more intense than a ice cube down your back, but or maybe it's not that bad. Again, no idea.
But yeah, women have vaginas. It's so crazy. But like, but yeah.
That's where
Anyways,
babies
that
come from.
kid. I don't know. Do they have fucking rioters insurance? Like what the fuck?
I don't know. I guess yeah, assurance would be like, that's a fucking act of humans. That doesn't count.
Yeah. We only cover fires and maybe some floods. Matter of fact, we don't cover both. You're fucked.
It's like, sorry, we only cover if your house is sucked up by a tornado. And you're like, what? I live in fucking California. What do you, what? There's no tornadoes here. This isn't Kansas, bitch.
Can't tornadoes happen anywhere. You just need the right, like weather and shit.
Fuck, I don't know. I know they can. You're probably right. They probably can happen everywhere, but I think they happen in certain areas more
Yeah, more
often than
frequent
not.
because of the
Like
climate
in
or whatever.
yeah, like in Kansas, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of like tornadoes and shit. You know, there was one out here like what, like 8 years ago, or so like they happen
I
here.
remember that one, man. I just remember like one day driving past the metro and the roof was torn off. But what happened? They're like, oh, there's a tornado there. And I was like, when the fuck was there a tornado? You know, I mean, it's
Yeah,
fucking. So it definitely wasn't something that I could just look out my window and go, oh fuck, tornado. You know,
yeah, it fucked up.
which
It probably fucked up some houses too, I'd imagine, but in that area. But
who
yeah,
knows? Probably sucked up a couple dogs and cats and shit, and maybe a homeless man.
why you gotta say that? Why you gotta put that in my mind? I have enough sadness in my life. I don't need all that shit.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. The tornado recognizes the intellectualness in humans and the sadness that they carry and he feels bad. So he just like makes the air a little bit lighter around them but sucks everything else out. Now we have a sentient kind tornado fucking shit up for all inanimate objects.
Okay. I didn't really understand that, but moving on. What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't know, I was just talking, making shit up as we go. Because that's what a conversation is. Make shit up as we go along.
You should, not necessarily how conversations should work, though. I mean, I guess for the sake of just like doing this, then yeah. But like, if you were talking to a normal or just like somebody you work with or something, you would just make shit up. Like, yeah, just make shit up. Just make it happen. Whatever.
Why not? Especially with coworkers, they're like you only see them when you work, and I mean, I personally never really had any personal relations with any coworkers, so why not lie? It's fun. Like, no, not lie, but like, I lost my train of thought. I'm pretty stoned right now, and I just forgot what I was talking about. I want to say trains. Was I talking about trains? No, I wasn't talking about trains.
We were not talking about trains, but I don't remember what we were talking about, but it wasn't trains. And if it was trains, I'm gonna feel really fucking stupid. But
I sense trains. But,
remember when you? Well, of course you remember this, but I just wanted
okay.
to point it out for the sake of being on the record. You slept in a hammock like as a bed for a long time. Couple years, I would say.
I'd say only like 6 months.
No,
Six
is
months
that
consecutively, a couple years of going on and off from bed to hammock.
okay? That still counts as a couple of years of sleeping in a hammock.
But the funny thing is, I didn't do it because, like, I couldn't afford a bed or nothing. Nah, I just did it because it sounded like hammock was more comfortable than a bed at the time, and it was pretty pretty comfortable, just suspended in air.
I don't know. I think it
What?
just
I have
seems
no regrets
silly.
about the hammock. I'm sorry. Is that what you want? Well, let me just have some regrets about this hammock
No,
that
no,
I'm
I didn't
sleeping.
want you to have
Yeah,
regrets.
yeah.
I just
Sometimes I just spun it around while I was in it because I didn't want to get up, and I needed a reason not to get up. So I just wrapped myself in, and then I'll be like, let's see if I can get out. And yeah, sometimes I didn't, sometimes I did.
whatever happened to that hammock? Do you still have it?
What? Maybe, or maybe I lost it at my ex's.
You mean you left it at your ex's?
Yeah, yeah, whatever. Lost, left.
Well, it's weird to say you lost it at your ex's when if you know it's at your ex's, it's not necessarily lost now, is it?
Well, yeah, I suppose if you know where it is, it's not lost, but it is still lost. Like
In the sense of
it's
it
a
can't be
loss.
regained
Yeah,
again.
it's a loss for me. I'm not gonna get it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I do is walk up to her and be like, "Hey, bitch, my hammock was here. Where'd it go?"
Well, hey, bitch wouldn't be a good start, but like you could maybe do that. You could be like, hey, I miss my precious hammock. Do you
I
have
miss
it?
my dog. I'm sure he'll get put down soon. You know,
Don't say that.
he's not a good parent or dog owner or whatever.
Well, you could get a dog.
Yeah, but I don't want. I don't know if I want to devote that time again. If I get another animal, I want it to be like a self-sustaining one, like a fucking bunny or something. Well, I know it's not complete self-sustaining, but something I can just keep in my house. I don't have to take outside and shit, like a cat or a rabbit
I
or
don't.
fucking
That
pheasant.
seems so lazy to me. Where you live, you make it sound like going outside is a chore. Like you literally walk out your front step and you're in a place that any dog could run anywhere and be okay.
Yeah, but fuck that, you know. I just want that.
When you have no legitimate response to something like that, you know what? Yeah, but fuck that.
Yeah, that's a legitimate response, fucker. Yeah,
No,
fuck that.
no, it's not a legitimate response. It's very much like, you made a point, but I won't admit it, so fuck you.
I really would like to get an iguana. Convert a whole room for him and shit. But nah.
You could do that too if you wanted. You have a whole extra room. You'd have to move your weights into the living room or something, but
How am I gonna get swole, bro? How am I gonna get swole?
do you even use those?
Nah, I only use it once since I've been here.
Hmm.
Oh, my wrist feels weird. My wrist feels funny. Feels strange. It feels strange. Jake, Jacob. Chief Officer's his name is Martin.
Whenever he goes out, the people always shout.
Like, you just scream the last part. That's what I was doing. But I love my family. I do. I love them. But when they do stupid shit, I am gonna talk shit about it. Because I mean, you grew up with mom. Fucking, the parents are just fucking dumb. Like, I'm sorry. I know you're supposed to love your parents. But I do love my parents, but at some point you gotta realize maybe my parents are fucking dumb.
Yeah, you kind of just got to accept that and just kind of be like, let me try to be smarter, which is a good thing because they set the bar really low, so I can be smarter. And I do feel like I am smarter than both my parents, just in life things
Oh
and
yeah, by
learning
leaps
wise. And
and bounds. By leaps and bounds,
I don't think by leaps and bounds because I don't think I'm that smart. I say a lot of dumb shit a lot of the time. So and you do all the time. So I mean,
all the
90% of what
time.
you say is
I'm
dumb
always
shit.
on. I'm always on. I'm always talking shit and
No,
making
dumb
myself
shit,
laugh.
not just shit.
Yeah, saying whatever it takes to get a little laughter out of my system, because world is pain. Fucking, I don't know. I'm just saying, so you have smart parents, you have your average parents, and then you have your dumb parents. And unfortunately, we got the dumb parents.
But here's the thing, though. I think I don't really know. I've never done any research about this, but just some my general knowledge of the world and people in it. I think like no matter if you got the dumb parents, the smart parents, the rich parents, the poor parents, the whatever your parent was,
Princess parents,
I'm sure every parent has made
psychopathic parents,
I'm sure every parent has made
rapist parents.
right,
I'm
right.
sorry, go
I'm sure
on.
no matter what parent you were or that you've had, I'm sure they've made plenty of scarring mistakes. Maybe not as bad, obviously, as some parents, but I think that's a really tough thing to do is to raise somebody to be like a you know good outstanding member of society because there's very few of those if you think about it. Like
Yeah, I feel like you mainly roll the dice on that one.
that is true. I feel like it's like a
You're either gonna be
50-50
a
shot.
shitty person, like
Yeah, like you could only be one or two things. A shitty person or a decent person. So like,
honestly, all it is instilling good morals at a young age. You know, to be a good person. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to be a productive member of society. Who gives a fuck? The world's gonna be fucking. The world might be gone while we're still here, or we might be gone before the world is. Either way, the world doesn't give a fuck what we do.
yeah, yeah,
Everyone needs to stop trying to leave their mark and just try to live happy lives and fucking spread that happiness to others. That's all. That's all that should matter.
yeah. That's true. That's definitely ideal, but like that's definitely not how the world works. The world works in a way of like spreading anger and hate towards each other and circulating off frustration and loss and
Yeah, I
pain and
want to ruin someone's day, and I want to know that I'm responsible. That's the
not
mentality.
even not even really that. I'm talking about like just general people that like sometimes kind of get off on telling like a tragic story or like telling somebody something about somebody else that is tragic.
Well, are you talking about like getting off on the tragedy part, or like it's like a dark humor thing? Because I got a dark humor like a motherfucker.
No, like getting off on the tragedy part, like can you believe what happened to Sarah?
Getting her
Miscarriage.
head cut off when your windshield went through her neck at 200 miles an hour. I heard she was drinking and was kind of a pill head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, yours was way better. I just said miscarriage.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I
yeah,
know people like those.
exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like I just feel like people get off on like that kind of shit. And think
Oh,
about like how often
oh.
people get angry over the weirdest shit. You even see it on Facebook and shit. Like you don't see it every day, like physical acts of anger, but like you go see it on social media every fucking day, and everything that ever happens in any part of fucking life. That it's always like somebody's gonna flip out about it and then rant and go crazy and troll and be an asshole and you know what I'm saying? Like,
What? Like people get confused. Like I can't believe that person murdered somebody. I was like, I don't know, man.
dude, not even over shit like that. Not even over
Like
like that makes sensible that's sensible to argue about, like to emotionally argue about. I'm talking about like people will like fucking Kanye changed his name to just Ye or whatever. Like did you hear about that?
yeah,
And like people are like
it's
I mean
Yee. It's Yee. His his like cult following is like Yay or some shit.
why is it Ye? I thought it was Ye. He goes by Kanye, and it's just the last part of that, isn't it? Because doesn't he spell his name
I thought it was Yee.
Kanye?
My dad told me. I thought our sister told me it was Yee, and the people that follow him, like his little following guys, called the Yay.
Oh shit, she might know better, but I thought it was Ye because his name is
That's
Kanye,
weird.
Kny or Kanye, right? Kanye, and then he just dropped the con, and he's just Ye.
That's weird. That's like me turning my name to Thon.
But what my fucking point is I'm sure there's people that actually like flipped out about that. I mean, I don't know. I didn't see anything, but I'm just saying like the dumbest shit like that makes people upset, and it's like why does that make you upset? Or anything else that's like the dumbest shit that like some celebrity did or some. I remember a little while ago people were talking nonstop about fucking how Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis said on a podcast that they don't bathe their children regularly, and it's like, why are we talking about this? Why are we passionately having conversations about this? Who cares what they do to their children? I don't give a shit.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Like if they're
Bathe once or twice or 3 times a week. I don't give a shit. Just don't go longer than a week, you nasty bitch.
even if you never bathed your kid ever, like I would be like, I don't care. You're just some actor that I watch in movies
Yeah, I
sometimes.
don't care about your life. I just care about what you try to portray on those movies.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do care about their lives a little bit, if anything like
Oh,
interesting.
really? You call them to see how they're doing, how their life's going?
No, you jackass, not
Tell
like
them you
that.
care
I'm
about
saying
their
like
lives.
I'm saying like I I'm saying like I care about like well, I guess I don't care about their lives. I guess I only care if something like crazy happened in their life. Then I'd be like, "What? What happened?" You know? Like I would definitely be like that.
He died because a firecracker went up his ass? Yeah, that sounds like a good 4th of July party.
Wasn't 4th of July. It was just a party. No, nothing. Can't even fake it.
I don't know. I don't know, but if the dude does die of a firecracker going up in his ass, it's for sure a white dude, right?
Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say it's just white dudes that would do something like that. Or actually, maybe you're right. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that could
I
happen
don't
too.
see a Mexican or definitely don't see a black dude shoving something up his ass and fucking
Definitely, I agree with there. I don't think a black person would do it, but I could see like an Asian person doing it, or like maybe a Mexican person. Nah, maybe not a Mexican person. This is
nah, not a
interesting.
Mexican.
What race would do something like that? You're right. Are you agree with me with
Whites.
Asian
I already said it. Whites.
and
Whites would do it. Whites
Asians?
always stick shit up their asses just to see if it's funny.
You're telling me an Asian wouldn't do that though? You ever seen those Japanese game shows? They're constantly like
No,
smacking each other in
Asians
the balls
squat
and
real
shit.
low when they smoke. That's what they mainly do.
What?
Asians usually squat real low when they smoke. That's what they usually do.
I don't understand that at all. I guess I don't really know much about Asians.
Hats off for never noticing race. I wanna. That'd be cool to have like a thing like the racist races.
What?
The racist race where like all these hateful groups race, and whoever wins gets to kill the race that they hate. Just one person.
Oh, this is confusing because you're playing with the word that is means something, but is means something else, but is uh sounds the exact same. So you're saying a race for races, and
No,
the race that wins the
I'll
race gets
nope,
to kill another
nope,
race.
nope. A racism race where all these racists race, and whoever wins gets to kill the group that they hate. Great way to maintain population control. Because there are a lot of racist people, and I'm not talking about just white people. You get your old Chinese man goes on and like, I'll kill the fucking Jap. Yeah, like some shit. Like it's not. There's racism all over the world.
No, I get okay. So, but I get what you're saying now, but I still don't understand the logistics because you're saying that there would be like a bunch of people that are racist, and it doesn't matter who they're racist towards, just a group of racist people that are all differently racist to different cultures and backgrounds and ethnic backgrounds, but they're going to race, and whoever wins that race gets to exterminate a member of their preferred targeted group.
Yeah.
And how would you get that person? You would have to get everybody everybody that's participating in the race, you'd have to get their preferred choice of
They just pick out in the crowd, dude. There's the spectators and everything.
The spectators would never come if their lives were at in danger. It would have
What?
to
You
be.
don't tell them that part.
They would know after a while. You would only be able to do this like once.
Yeah, once. That's true. They're supposed to do it again to help population control.
Yeah. You would have to have a
We
pool
mind
of
wipe
people.
everyone after the race. After it's over. No, no, no. We have them pick him on the hush hush. We have them point him out, and then we tell them, they won something, and they need to go backstage to accept their prize. And then all the only prize is a big old racist fuck with his cock out and his Glock out. Which one is gonna hit with you first? You know what I mean?
Cock or Glock, how do you want it?
He's like,
That seems very stupid to me because at that point, why make it a show? You could just do it.
it's not a show. I'm just doing this on a Friday night.
This is not a show. I'm organized. I have a Facebook group and everything ready to go. I'm just ready for certain counties to sign off on some permits, and we got ourselves a racist race. It's gonna happen. It's happening.
Yep.
Coming to you in local neighborhood. Coming to your local neighborhood soon. I don't know. You're tired.
What about firefighters that don't fight fires?
So just fighters?
Yeah.
Not really an original idea, but yeah, I guess fighters is always not a bad bet.
Oh, here's the craziest idea. Here's the craziest idea. Ready for this? It's so out of this world. It's such a hard concept to comprehend. A cop that doesn't kill an innocent black man on the street.
It just won't work. It just won't work. I understand you. I think we would all agree, but for some reason that just doesn't work in our society. We can't. I mean, if we change that, then I don't know. It might cause some really weird things to happen.
Isn't it crazy that's the world we live in now, though?
That's always been the world we live in. It's just now
No, no,
everybody
no, no.
knows.
Let me explain. I'm not talking about just about cops murdering black dudes. They've been doing that since fucking the Coliseum. With fucking, but murdering black foods for public display. Fucking. Now I'm talking about just in this world we live in, where if you feel some type of way, it doesn't even have to be fear. It can just be a little inkling or a little bit of nervousness. You can decide I'm going to shoot this person dead, and probably get away with it because I can just be like, I was scared. I didn't know what he was gonna do. I was so scared. It'll be like, well, sounds like you're in quite a rough predicament. Fucking, oh, I just give you house, house, house arrest.
We'll just give you a house MD.
How about we give you a house? That's
Well,
just kind of scary. It makes you want to be like, choose your P's and Q's with people that you talk to and shit. Yeah.
yeah. Well, this has been an episode.
Yeah. It was an episode.
Yeah.
It was either trash or not that bad. I don't fucking know.
We'll find out. We will
Yeah.
find out. All right. Love you, man.
Oh yeah. All right, love you too.